Hello, my name is Kali Chen. Today I'm gonna talking about Pakistan history. As we know, Pakistan have a good relationship with China, and I classified Pakistan's history in the period, which is called earlier age, colonial period, and the modern period. In the earlier age, Pakistan is one of the origin Asian human civilization's place. Pakistan, also a part of the Indian territory, is a gathering place for many civilizations such as Indian Red River Valley Civilization, Ganges Civilization, and so on. Pakistan is a place where many important dynasty and empire took place. For example, Alexander III or the Macedon. In the colonial period, Pakistan belongs to India until 1757. India became a British colony. In 1857, Safoni Menti of the Bengal Rebellion was happened. During that time, the local people was not satisfied with the colonial government's rule, which they have a army conflict, but it ended with the British government again. And the second year, the Queen of England was directly crowned as a Victoria Indian Queen and fully controlled India. In 1906, All Indian Muslim League was formed. In the modern period, British in 1947 June, British award the Sanami Mountbatten Plan, which is allowed Pakistan independent from India by different religions. And at the same year, the Pakistan movement happened. On August 14, at the same year, the Islamic Republic of Pakistan was formed. In 1951, May 2021, that is an important history date between China and Pakistan, because China and Pakistan established diplomatic relationships. In 1956, Pakistan adopted a constitution because it's an Islamic republic. In 1962, the border war was happened between India and Pakistan. In 1971, East Pakistan separate from the Republic of Pakistan and established the new country, which is called Bangladesh.
Hello, I will talk about part 2, Geography of Pakistan. Pakistan is located in South Asia, covering an area 796 and 95 square kilometers, excluding Pakistan-controlled Kashmir. It is adjacent to India to the east, Indian Ocean to the south, Iranian Sistan to the west, Afghanistan to the northwest, and Xinjiang, China to the northeast. Administrative divisions. Pakistan has 4 provinces, namely Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, and Sindh, 7 federally administered tribal areas and the federal capital, Islamabad. The central and southern parts of Kashmir are fertile, and the largest state of Jammu and Kashmir is controlled by India. In 1963, Pakistan assigned part of Pakistan-controlled Kashmir to the People's Republic of China under the border agreement. In addition, India claims to have the sovereignty of the Artsakh region, which belongs to Xinjiang Hetian country that is controlled by China. That is the northern of the Kashmir. Pakistan has 4 provinces, namely Punjab, Climate and resources. Climate. Pakistan has a subtropical dry and semi-arid climate. The climate is generally hot and dry, with an average annual rainfall of less than 250 mm, and a quarter of the area has less than 120 mm of rainfall. Natural resources. Pakistan's main natural resources are cultivated land, as well as widely distributed natural gas, oil, and coal resources. Pakistan has huge reserve of hydropower, but due to the constraints of international and domestic policy factors, the speed of energy development has been slow and facing energy shortages. This is the China and Pakistan border, Khanjar Pass. Karakoram Highway, also known as China-Pakistan International Highway, China-Pakistan Friendship Highway, or Pamir Highway, is a highway connecting China's Xinjiang and Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway starts from the city of Kashi in Xinjiang, China, in the north, passes through the Karakoram Mountains, the Hindu Kush Mountains, the Pamirs, the western end of the Himalayas, passes through the Khanjar Pass and the China-Pakistan border port, and reaches the northern city of the Takot in the south. A total length of 1,224 kilometers, among them 450 kilometers in China and 809 kilometers in Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway is the transportation link in the northern part of Pakistan. It is an important transportation route to the capital Islamabad and the southern coastal areas. It is of great significance of the economic development of the northern region. The Karakoram Highway is also a component of Pakistan's national highway network, which has important strategic and military significance for Pakistan's national security. At the same time, this highway is also an integral part of the Asian highway network, and it is a main transportation route from China to Pakistan and the South Asian subcontinent.
Pakistan's economy is widely dependent on agriculture, especially cotton, forestry, and fisheries, which contributes to around 20% of the total GDP. Natural gas reserves, which were anticipated to be around 600 billion cubic meters, back in January 2014. Due to the impact of the COVID-19, Pakistan has also suffered a great economic loss. The Overland Silk Road was the most important channel for China's foreign exchange in ancient times, and now Pakistan's position as a transportation hub is becoming more and more important to China's westward development. It is an important consideration of One Belt and One Road to take Pakistan as a breakthrough and a key developed direction. Pakistan provides China with the most convenient land trade passage to Central Asia and West Asia. China has enjoyed stable relationship with Pakistan as characterized by the massive investments. The strategic importance and ties between these nations on the economic development are likely to continue advancing over the years.
The present-day Pakistan and China have been linked together during the course of history. Han Dynasty started foreign contact and it resulted in exchange of art and ideas. The Buddhist pilgrims visited Pakistan's northern areas, which are currently known as Gilgit. It is a fact proved by archaeologists that Pakistan and China had linkage in the history. Pakistan was the first country which recognized People's Republic of China and built strategic cooperative partnership with the passage of time. The basic reason of this partnership was the Indian threat that both of these countries shared. Pakistan has importance for China due to the strategic position due to which Pakistan is known as a crossroad of big and small powers. Historically, China endorsed the stance of Pakistan over Kashmir, especially during 1960s and 1970s. Pakistan played a key role in making ties between US and China during 1970s, which was a critical point of time in Cold War. However, Pakistan played a neutral role in territorial issues of China, including Taiwan, due to several security implications. Pakistan was openly supporting China on the issue of its permanent membership in United Nations. On the political dimension, China and Pakistan stayed on the same page during the evolution of their relation. The boundary between both states was not defined until 1962, but both states respected the sovereignty of each other even though China was enjoying warm relations with India during the phase. Economically, both states signed a trade agreement and China exported coal and jute and imported cotton from Pakistan. These relations resulted in formation of a stronger bond between both states to the point that China has invested in Pakistan in the form of CPEC.
China-Pakistan Military Relations by Trevor Tremaine. Under the Belt and Road Initiative, China formed the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. This has helped Pakistan expand their military capabilities. The three categories of military improvement I'll focus on are the aviation sector, satellite systems, and naval capabilities. As for aviation, Pakistan currently assembles the JF-17, and they have a secret plan with China to manufacture some sensitive components, such as radar units, for a new generation of fighters to be assembled in Pakistan. Now for Pakistan satellite systems, they are the first and only country to have military access to the Beidou navigation satellite system. This is used for precision guidance of cruise missiles and accurate navigation for naval vessels. The Pakistani army has strong ties to China. When Imran Khan became prime minister, he said he would review China's contracts. But when a finance minister suggested pausing these contracts, the army's top commander, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, was invited and met with Xi Jinping. After the meeting, all talk of pausing or stopping the contracts ended. As for naval pursuits, China began funding the construction of the Port of Gwadar in 2015. In 2011, this had been imposed by Pakistani officials as a Chinese naval base in secret talks. The port is currently operated by a Chinese state company under unknown terms and a 40-plus year lease. In 2015, China sold Pakistan 8 submarines for $6 billion. The equipment that came with these subs can be used with PLA Navy subs to extend their range, increasing the area they can patrol. Recent satellite imagery shows an increase in military and construction activity in the area. The images in the slide and the previous slide show a recent complex built by the Chinese with military fortifications such as guard towers and anti-vehicle barriers. This suggests that the Chinese may soon begin construction on a naval base.
Part 6. Current Cooperation 2020.
Section 1. Current situation of the geographic boundaries. Geography solved the territory problem and become the most harmonious neighbor. This boundary line has become the lifeline of the two countries. Since China, India, and Pakistan control the Kashmir region, the dispute here will never stop. Section 2. The current political situation. Politicals jointly contain the Indian Ocean and the Persian Gulf. They become the closest commanders in arms become the political factors. India is their common opinions. The enemies is a friend. Because of Pakistan's special geographical location and bordering Iran, it indirectly makes China and Iran closer. Section 3. The current military cooperation. The two sides cooperated to develop modern military weapons. MBT-2000 tanks, GF-17 Thunder fighters, nuclear energy development, and military exercise. Section 4. The Belt and Road Initiative. In the Belt and Road construction strategies that China has implemented in recent years, Pakistan is the most actively participating member, especially in the period when the global economy excludes China. Pakistan is a member country that is particularly precious. For now, it is very small thing for China to spread the road to the Pakistan and Iran. Section 5. China and Pakistan Economic Corridor. The construction of the roads and the railways between China and Pakistan has thoroughly integrated the economic and trade cooperation between the two countries. The two sides have cooperated to build a direct road to Karachi and Barda ports, so a lot of time will be reduced in logistics and oil transportation. The leaders of the two sides have signed many strategic cooperation agreements in recent years.